It is a delight to be here with you. It's always a delight to be at New St. Andrews. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. I will say that in light of recent events, I've sort of switched gears a bit from what I was going to address in this first session. What I want to address in each of the times I'll be here for the lecture series is different aspects of cultural apologetics, different aspects of that intersection between our faith and the way that we live our faith and the way that we interact with our culture as it opposes various aspects of our faith. But in recent days, we've seen a number of shocking things culminating with the assassination of Charlie Kirk the other day, basically engaging in dialogue, doing what we hope all of us will learn how to do and learn how to do well, doing what you are preparing to be able to do, what you're being taught to do, what you're being sharpened for, so that you can engage in the marketplace of ideas and proclaim the supremacy of Christ in every area and aspect of life. And I know that, and again, I'm standing here as the father of 9, the grandfather of 3 so far. I've told my kids I want 50 grandkids. I don't care how they divide it up, just get it done. But my kids range from 35 to 12. I have a son born the same year Charlie Kirk was born. And I also have teenagers in my house who watched him and would, share videos of his interactions and debates on campus. And so I come here today as a pastor and as a father, hoping to help you think about this biblically, hoping to help you think about this while avoiding extremes. Because on the one hand, there's that tendency that we might have to say, we just need to be careful. We just need to be careful. There are people who are afraid for me today because I'm here talking to college students, right? Like all of a sudden we can't talk to college students. That's one extreme. The other extreme is the people who are saying, you know what? Okay, fine. We're going to flood the zone. We're going to be in their faces. We're going to, right, fill in the blank. And there's a ditch on both sides of the road. We do have to engage the culture. And unfortunately, what has happened to us for the most part is we've been lulled into this false sense of security. Because we haven't lived like most Christians have had to live throughout the history of the church. Most Christians have had to live as minorities wherever they were. Most Christians have had to live as persecuted minorities wherever they were. Some Christians still live in that way, but it hasn't been so here. We've had the incredible privilege of living in this land, and I don't care what people say or how often they say it. This country is rooted, grounded, and shaped by biblical Christianity. That's why we are who we are. That's why the West is what it is. That's what Western civilization is. It's rooted and grounded in biblical Christianity. Unbelievable blessing. The way that the gospel has been able to prosper in our culture. The way that the gospel has shaped our culture. And if you don't believe that, just go somewhere else for just a little while. And you'll come to understand it. Yeah. And it's a wonderful place. It's a relatively safe place, a peaceful place. But my children came back as such amazing patriots. Because as wonderful as it was to spend a decade, and our 7 youngest children, went there with us. And so all of them spent half their life or more in Zambia. But they came to appreciate the United States. In fact, I got 2 sons right now preparing to go to the Marine Corps. We just got back in December. And so we got one looking for a date to go to boot camp in the next month or so, and another one looking to graduate so that he can go to officer candidate school and go be an officer in the Marine Corps, because they love their country and they want to serve. Why? Because they've lived outside of here for long enough to realize that what God has done here is incredible. And we can't take it for granted. We mustn't take it for granted. But because we've had that experience, there are certain aspects of Christian history and biblical truth that just don't land on us the right way. And one of them I want to share today in 1 Peter chapter 3. We're very familiar with 1 Peter chapter 3. And this is going to be part lecture, part pastoral exposition, part father, grandfather, just trying to help you.
I welcome you guys back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. On Thursday, September 25th, the Founders Ministries came out and informed the public that Voddie Baucham Jr. had died early on after suffering a medical emergency that actually resulted into him going to heaven. They released a statement saying that, he left the land of the dying and entered the land of living. But of course, early on he had spoke about health, America, Cherry Kirk. And of course, he said that, so many people don't appreciate what they have in America, but it's something they should embrace. He spoke fondly about, the events that were happening. And of course, it was like, he was predicting that he could also follow where Charlie Kirk had transcended. So it's really very heartbreaking, because he's a man who had actually done a lot for the gospel. He had traveled in Africa, Asia, Europe, Canada, the Americas, and everywhere almost spreading the word of God. So it's really very heartbreaking losing him. RIP to the legend.
Hey, wanted to give you the last Mayo Clinic update on my last day at Mayo Clinic. They say I'm going home tomorrow, so very pleased for that. Very, very pleased about that. We'll be staying here in the area, having to come back for some checkups in a week and in a month. But I just wanted to let you know that the procedure that I underwent yesterday was very successful, and that things were better than they expected. And I'm expected to make a full recovery. We'll learn more in the coming days and weeks, but for now, things look incredibly hopeful. We have been amazed, Bridget and I both, and overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and support and prayers from people all over the world. I scared her the other day because I was sitting in the bed just weeping, and she thought something was wrong. And what happened was I was reading comments from the GoFundMe, and I had to stop. I was overwhelmed. And so thank you. It meant more than you could possibly know. There's still a road ahead. There's still work to be done. But the hope is that my heart will be able to repair and remodel, and I'll be able to get back to normal and not really have to worry about this as an ongoing thing. So again, just wanted to thank you. Just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate and how much Bridget and my family appreciate your prayers and your support. And wanted you to sort of see me with your own eyes to know that, that things are going well and that I'm doing well, that I'm on the mend, that God has been gracious, God has been kind. I will definitely say more about the series of events that led us to where we are and the series of events that took place so that the team who did this, amazing team, could do this when they did it. But for now, I just want to say thank you.